Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hello and welcome to preview stream number 12, if you can believe it. The final preview stream in advance of Soul Streamathon 2025, taking place next weekend. November 15th and 16th will be on 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. EST both days. And what better way to wrap up this set of preview streams than by truly previewing what the event could look like. So here's the deal. We are going to spin the wheel. And that's going to be what I get up to tonight. Any $5 donation or more tonight will trigger a wheel spin. Any $25 or more donation will let you choose one of the games from exclamation mark list for me to play. We'll go for about 2 hours. Well, I want to give you a little taster. And we'll probably be live a little bit early next Saturday. So we can spin before the clock actually starts. But with that all said, let's spin the wheel. Round and round it goes. It's coming to a stop on Link to the Past Randomizer, open mode. Okay. Throw you back to the BRB screen for a moment while I do the needful. Oh man, did I update? I did not. Good news. Okay. I just want... Alright. I'm a duck. Normal. No auto tracking. Launch. Nope. That's not correct. Compact launch. That looks correct. Okay. Then we click on this. Save ROM. Minimize OBS. We do that. Pull OBS back up. We close out a Path of Exile. It's done its job. Okay. This goes... We run this in RetroArch, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we're supposed to run it in BizHawk. I don't know. We're running it. We're running it here. You can't stop me. I do need to look and see what MSU pack it chose, though. Oh, sick. I love that pack. Sick. Okay. Just need to turn down my volume a little bit so I can actually hear myself think. In that, I am sure. Okay. Then we click here. We open Live Split so that we know how long it's taking us. No. Update later, bud. Choose LTTR. This pleases you. You have disposable charity. And donate. Okay, alright. I'm done preparing. Almost. Fuck, I lost the tracker. Tracker, you come over here. Yeah, alright, cool. Alright. And we go in 3, 2, 1, begin. Ten arrows. Got a fairly... Okay, the water looks a little toxic, but other than that, this palette looks pretty normal. Oh, green tier is bombs. We love that. We love bombs. The Book of Mudora. So I have like a pretty set opening that I usually do. Oh, more bombs. Hell yeah. I'll kind of do these two checks, and then sorry, I had to focus on chucking bushes at these guards. I might still be on green tier. I don't care. More bombs. And then depending on what I get will kind of inform where I go next. In this case, because bombs were made very available to me, we're gonna just go straight to Kakariko Village and Lost Woods and all that jazz. Crystal, crystal, crystal. Love to see lots of crystals in the light world. Why? Because these dungeons are easier, that's why. Be straightforward. Okay. Meh. Head. It's a net for bugs. I don't need any more bombs, game. Alright now. Be cool. I don't think I need to go all the way over there to be able to dodge that green guard. I just feel better about it. So far, this palette swap is like super chill, and I'm pretty okay with it if I'm being totally honest. The hook shot. Nice. It's been a pretty nice CAC so far. Yeah, I have enough money for this, man. Hey, bud. So there is a pinned message in the chat for anybody who may be just arriving. The full event effect is in play. So if you want to see us suddenly have to spin the wheel and change games, you can scan the QR code in the upper left-hand portion of the screen, or type !charity to get the donation link for our fundraiser benefiting the ACLU. We're trying to raise $200 for the charity. We're currently at $25 of that goal. You can learn more about the charity at aclu.org. A $5 donation will trigger a wheel spin and we'll play something else. A $25 donation will let you choose what the thing is that we switch to. I guess we go south now. Like, we have the technology to do Hyrule Castle. I just kind of don't want to. Mostly because it means depleting my bomb supply, and I don't want to do that. A sword. That changes my opinion about Hyrule Castle. Another sword. 2 swords. I don't like how that's setting me up for, oh my goodness. Press the correct button, streamer. To have to go to Aghanim. Oh my word. Took 3 hearts of damage for absolutely no reason. Boop. I mean, yeah, I guess now that I have swords, I just go to Hyrule Castle. And then feel great sadness when we get the Moon Pearl and nothing else. Oh god. It's fine. It's fine. If you'd like to see the full game list that's on the wheel, without having to donate, you can type !list at any time. Okay, so that means Dark Cross is guaranteed to be the small key. I think. I mean, I suppose if the gloves... If it's not the small key, then I know the gloves are... Either there's nothing behind... or in the sewers, or... the gloves are somewhere I can get them. This is not the way, by the way. At you. But it's the path I chose, so I at least did the one thing, which is commit. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 ba 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 ba. I feel like the wheel chose Link to the Past the other time we did the wheel, but I don't recall. If it hadn't been such a spur-of-the-moment decision to have the wheel decide, I would have actually, like, checked that out and removed whatever the wheel chose for tonight's spin, but okay. So that means the small key is up there. I think. Or I messed up. I didn't mess up. That's good. The video game thinks I can get there, and I'm kind of unclear as to how I'm supposed to get there. Make sure I haven't forgotten to track anything. No. Anyway, off we go to say hi to our best friend Sahasrara. Ring pendant in Thieves Town. Unforge. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3! 3 pieces of heart! Okay. So actually, logically, I can do everything in here except for kill the boss. Alright. That actually opens up like all of Death Mountain, so except for Tower of Hera. either the mirror or the hammer. Big key. I didn't turn hints on. Just because I end up taking them way too seriously. Okay. So we will... There's an item on the boss. We know that. Alright, let's see if I can do the thing. I did the thing! Yeah! Oh, it's the moon pearl. That's worrying. Alright, well. So, all of our potential Aghanim defenses are in the northern half of the map, so we start with the 2 items remaining in Hyrule Castle. One of these is a small key. That's a heart. That's 10 arrows. That's a small key. Alright, so we're all done in Hyrule Castle, unless it turns out we have to kill Aghanim. Hopefully that won't end up being the case. Actually, you know what? I'm not on the bomb tier right now. Unfortunately. So after I get done up here, I am going to have to decide, am I just going to kill Aghanim and get to the Dark World? Or am I going to hunt down these, like, 1Z, 2Z checks that I left behind? Thanks, Pop Pop. Meh. Alright, nothing on top. Inside is also nothing. Nothing of relevance in the world where we have 8 hearts already. At least. Alright. 7 more items. Blue cane, 10 arrows. Whack. More bombs. $300. 10 arrows and more bombs. Gross. It's looking an awful lot like I'm gonna have to go to Aghanim. Or, you know, run around the world and do onesie-twosie checks. One more check up here on the mountain. Spiral Cave, you could just bail me out. I wouldn't be upset. Survey says. Nope. Okay. So there are 4 checks, plus whatever we have access to in desert without the boots. Which could be... Which theoretically could be the whole, that we could have access to the whole dungeon. We could also have access to one chest. Like, that's how swingy desert is, so we're just gonna accept our fate and kill Aghanim. We're just gonna make bold choices. This isn't even that bold of a choice. Like, we cleared like all of the obvious stuff. Kick out, lads. Alright, so the 2 chests in here are just small keys, so... Essentially, we don't gain anything except for access to the Dark World. And... Actually, with the hook shot, with our loadout, we actually have access to a pretty decent chunk of the Dark World. It's like we have obviously the pod area. We can get to Village of Outcasts because we have the hook shot. Basically the whole open world we have access to. Except for Dark Death Mountain. Which I don't really consider part of the open world. For some reason I thought there were hearts on both sides there, but there clearly were not. Alright. Get your guesses in the chat. How many blue balls am I going to see? The randomizer protects us from the pure randomness, we can get at most 15 blue balls from Aghanim. We can get at minimum 0 blue balls from Aghanim. If you guess correctly, I will tell you did a good job. One. First one's always guaranteed. That's what the randomizer does. 2. Takes 6 hits. 3. 6 hits to kill Aghanim. 1 blue ball. That's 4. 2 blue balls. 3 blue balls. 5. So that's it. It'll be 2 blue balls. So if you guess 2 blue balls, good job. Long live Aghanim. Aghanim has perished. Alright, we got Pendant Pod and Pendant TR. Red crystals are Mire and Ice. Okay. Honestly, about as heavy of an item requirement seed as I can think of. The Arrow of Destiny is on the pyramid. I think we just head for Village of Outcasts. Basically the percentage play at this particular juncture. So not only do we have the 3 checks in the village proper plus at least 3 items in Thieves Town. We also have the 2 items to the south, and then we can always loop back around to Cave of Unrelenting Disappointment, more popularly known as Hype Cave. Okay. Already a good find. Probably changes our Thieves Town strat from full clearing it for the green pendant to just doing the front. The blue boomerang. Okay. Well, before we go in, raise your glasses to the Swagduck of Hyrule, trapped in this weather vane by Ganon, now set free through the use of this magic flute. And because he is now our best friend in the whole wide world, he's going to carry us around Hyrule for the rest of the game. Cheers. Big key in the first chest. Oh yeah. Can't hook shot off of that pot. Real encouraging front of Thieves' Town so far. $50. All right. Good enough. We're gonna finish this kind of loop of the Dark World, then we're gonna go kill Moldorm and assess from there. There are a few items I could pick up on the loop that would change my mind, but believe it or not, the flippers actually were not on the list. Like, obviously required, right? Because Swamp's crystal, but that said, this opening Dark World loop has certainly told me that killing Aghanim was probably the correct. No potion. Blue mail. Bombs. $20. The Cave of Unrelenting Disappointment unrelentingly disappoints. I didn't check Hylia Island, so we're just gonna blind grab it here. And then go get Man Under the Bridge. And then we'll flute to Death Mountain. What up, bud? Sure, we're not even gonna loot. We're just gonna save and quit. The maybe better play would have been to do like Bombo's tablet and the desert checks instead of what I did, but that's a little bit of hindsight talking, I think. Okay, okay, okay. It's a good pull. Is that correct? Is that the correct switch setting? I don't recall. That's 2 items. Which is fantastic, because that means I don't have to fail this bomb jump. And I can just go. Good news, it was the correct switch position. Long live Moldorm. Moldorm is dead. For the map and crystal number 1. I think now we absolutely go check out Desert. See what's going on down here. Heart container, we'll pick that up. We're still on 8 hearts, so we could use, you know, a couple more at least with red mail. Again, like I mentioned earlier, this is a very swingy dungeon. When you don't have the boots, you could either have access to the whole thing or access to this chest. Well, let's just go take a peek at the torch. Okay. So with our item loadout, we have access to the whole thing. We got lucky with the keys. Which means this will tell us if our Aghanim kill was actually necessary or not. So far, it's looking good for the Aghanim killers. And that heart down on the ledge will give us 10, so then I think we're in a really comfy spot HP-wise. Even more so. Okay. Well, that's all the items. Means the boss has like the compass or something. Yeah, I'll definitely check out the pinned message that has our live donation incentive details. In summary, $5 will trigger a wheel spin. We'll play something else. Actually, both of them will trigger us playing something else. $5 leaves that decision up to the wheel. No. It's this one. $25 will let you type !list and choose. And all of the funds raised are benefiting the ACLU. Learn more about the charity at aclu.org. And you can make those donations that I'm talking about, either by scanning the QR code in the upper left-hand portion of the screen, or by typing !charity and clicking on that bit.ly link that the bot serves up for you. I think with half magic I still have enough fire rod juice to kill the boss. So we'll find out. Assuming I don't miss, which is a big assumption. Alright, we got one. Long live Lionmellas. The Lionmellas are dead. For the compass and crystal number 2. Oops. So there are 3 checks left in the game that could have been either the hammer or the other pair of gloves. This is one of them. Or I should say, that could have been the things that would have spared me having to do Aghanim. The hammer or the other pair of gloves. We're about to go do another of those checks. Actually, we're going to just do the other 2 of those checks. Crabs aren't nearly as scary when you have a red nail. A third sword is available right off, just literally in Sphere 0 right away. I'm not sad to not have to do Master Sword Silverless for a second one of these seeds in a row. I will say that. Alright, so Ice Rod Cave did not have the things that would have spared us from Aghanim. So it's all down to, did King Zora have a pair of gloves or a hammer? Oh, also, we're gonna have ads running here in about a minute and a half. We do this once an hour just to keep pre-rolls off for new folks coming in. All of your ad revenue that you're generating with your eyeballs is also going to be donated to the charity at the end of the event next weekend. Hey, good news. We did, in fact, have to do Aghanim. So, I appreciate you watching those ads. Of course, subs, bits, all that jazz also contribute. So, we're going to continue... Shit. We're going to probably go to Skullwoods next. In terms of progression. By the time you come back from ads, we'll probably be mid-dungeon or so. Anyway, see you in 3 minutes. Thanks for hanging. Welcome, welcome. And welcome back from ads, those who sat through them. Appreciate you. So remember how I said I'd be like somewhere in Skullwoods at the start of that ad break when you came back? Yeah, no. I did some mental goofs, some mental gaffes, and then I also didn't take my mirror portal back after picking up the butter sword in Graveyard Ledge. Which reminds me. Should mark that off. No, don't hurt me. Anyway, the plan remains. Go to Skullwoods, do things in Skullwoods. I just have the best sword in the game now. You know, sword things. Alright, so the rule for Skullwoods is basically, do you have the fire rod? If yes, go to the back of the dungeon immediately. And then do things in the rest of the dungeon if you happen to not collect 2 items from the very back of the dungeon. We're going to add one additional step because we have the mirror and the book. Plus a surprise bonus step called Mirror into a Wall. That's better. Anyway, the other additional step is we're just gonna go see what's on the Master Sword pedestal. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. Very likely all that means is we're going to have to defeat Ganon without the silver arrows. But that's not we're not guaranteed to have access to another bow. So this might just be an oops all dungeons seed. We shall see. But first, we have the funny Mothula fight where we would actually, like, we don't want to get hit, right? But if we get hit, we take less damage getting hit by the boss than by these stupid spikes. Long live Mothula. Mothula's dead. For a compass. And crystal number 4. Alright, so regardless, we will not be collecting 2 items from the front of, or from the back of Skullwoods, which means we're going to have to do at least some percentage of the front of Skullwoods. Hopefully just looking for 1 item, but I'm realistic. Small key. I'll be honest, y'all. I do derive like a decent amount of joy from still being able to execute some A Link to the Past's like goofier movement tech. Alright. There's the Rupee of Destiny. So now, all we need is whatever the other item is. Alright, we have a key, so we can come here, come here. Small key. Small key. Does that mean this isn't a small key? In fact. Alright, which means this item is either the big key or the second item. Alright, so the only thing in here was the crystal from the boss. Dope. What now? We have a couple more mirror checks. We have the back of Thieves Town. We have one chest in Palace of Darkness. We have one chest in Swamp Palace. I honestly think we're maybe best served just picking up the finishing Thieves Town. We get the other two items, plus a third item from the green pendant. Oh no, don't hurt me. Ow. Pendant dungeon theme in this MSU pack is certified banger. Thank you. There wasn't a vote, but I'm glad that my decision is supported by you. Shit. I think that was a dungeon item. If I'm honest, I've already forgotten. Oh no. Just don't hurt me. I'm very tanky, but nonetheless, I don't want it to hurt me. I'm just a duck. Trying to save Hyrule. Just a little duck with a headache. Alright, so we do not want to see the small key in this chest we're about to open. Because that will mean that the small key is locked in the big chest. And in this world we live in where we don't have the hammer, of course it's the small key. Which means we're going to be leaving an item behind, and hopefully it's trash garbage. I am doing a blind run of this game. It's funny because you're blind. 1, 2, 3. Long live blind. Blind is dead. For 20 bucks and the green pendant. Alright. Mirror checks. Pick up the green pendant item. And then... Gods, one of these checks has to be something, right? Well, look, it's something. Hammer doesn't really unlock all that much. Oh, it unlocks Swamp. Never mind. Just realized. Okay. So great news, everyone. I've allowed my brain to process a very important bit of the logic of this randomizer. There must be a bow accessible to me before Ganon's tower. Because bow is required for both Palace of Darkness, which requires which is a pendant dungeon, and Eastern Palace, which is a crystal dungeon. So the bow on the pedestal cannot be my first bow. Whew. Alright, green pendant was nothing, to the surprise of no one. Let's go to Swamp Palace. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, there are 6 items in Swamp Palace. Surely there will be some kind of progression in here. Thinking about what I need the Titan's Mitts. Oh, I have Quake. I haven't tracked it though. I should do that. I need the Titan's Mitts, the Cane of Samaria, potentially another medallion. And a bow. Oops. And maybe the boots. But at this point, the only thing the boots could be locking is the Ganon's Tower Big Key. Which would be quite rude, if you ask me. Ah. I think because we need several items, we just go left side swamp straight away. Like, we're already leaving the Thieves' Town big chest item. So it makes more sense to try to minimize dungeon walks of shame. Really just walks of shame in general, but... Got a map. $20. 100% skippable left side. Unfortunate. Back. As expected, my right hand, which is not used to manipulating a D-pad, not very good at it. Non-required ice rod. Kinda rude, TBH. Also, kind of a rude situation the game has us in right now. Long live Argus! Argus is dead. For a compass. And crystal number 4? 4. think I have to go to pod. Like, it's the percentage play. I don't love it. But it's the percentage play. Yeah, we go to pod. If we get locked out by the bow, then we immediately go magic bat. And then after that, surely we'll have gotten progression. I think it, like, the next item I almost think has to be the Titan's Mitts. Oh god, I marked off the catfish and I have not gone to the catfish. Is Palace of Darkness bow locked? Kind of want it to be, honestly. No, it is not. Okay, so again, remember this dungeon expects us to have a bow. Because it's locking the other bow. Alright, I did the potion glitch correct. Alright, so if there's something important in either of these two chests, then we know the bow is somewhere we can get at right now. Probably nothing important in either of those two chests. Like, the key is of unknown value. So I should have 0 keys right now. Should have 1 key right now. Okay. Bold swings, y'all. Okay. So we're still on 1 key. Okay. Right, because that was our implied spent key. So we're still on one key. One key is out of logic. One of these two keys is out of logic. Which means all three of these checks are out of logic. Which might not mean anything. It's just more garbage like that. I think. Okay, but crucially, -1 keys. Now I'm at 0 keys. Okay. So Harmless Hellway is out of logic. Behind the bow. This actually I think is just a key anyway. Yeah. Okay. So that was a big ol' waste of time. Cool, 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 cool. We do what now? We do the bat now. The magic cape is in logic because yeah. Fucking Palace of Darkness key logic is the worst thing in the face of planet Earth. TLDR is there were enough accessible keys there for me to be able to have done all of the checks that I did. Curse me with something good! He says, have a big ugly shield. Which is not what I personally would define as good. I want to check Catfish. So I should have checked it probably 45 minutes ago. And for that same reason, I don't want to check Catfish. Knowing it is probably the thing that has my Titan's mitts and is locking literally all the progression in the game right now. I would love for something important to be here at Bumper Ledge, just to justify all this time I just spent in Palace of Darkness. Because it's the only check in the game that could do that. Hell yeah, brother! Alright, we didn't waste all of that time in pod. We needed the magic cape. Alright, now we go... to Ice Palace. Actually, now we go and check Meyer Medallion. If we don't need a medallion, that means the only two items we still need are Cane of Samaria and the bow. Barring Ganon's Tower Big Key shenanigans. Alright, Meyer's vanilla, so we cannot enter Misery Mire. Boots. Alright, well that takes the Ganon's Tower Big Key shenanigans off the table. I think I went far enough. Barely. I never went up to Lumberjacks to see what is there. So I think I'm required by law to do all these, like, North Light World boots checks. Because one of them could just be the bow. Wah, 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 wah. Not there. It's time to run fast, though. Zoom. Sure looking an awful lot like, as per usual, the boots lock nothing. Yep. Cool, 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 cool. We just do Death Mountain no, no. Now we just go to ice. Hopefully the bow's in there. And ether. There's only 3 items in Ice Palace, but hopefully the two things that I need are just in there and I can finish the game. Because that's how that works. Blip, 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 blip. Oh god, I switched items. Blip, blip. Peace heart. Suddenly our chances of getting the 2 items that we need both in this dungeon have gone down orders of magnitude. Hey, but at least I get to, hopefully, if I'm good enough at the game, show you guys a cool trick. I fear I may have forgotten how to do the cool trick. I fear I've forgotten how to do the cool trick. Get out of here. Rumble. Okay, anyway, back to suffering. I guess I'll have to do the slightly less cool trick. Also, that trick that I forgot how to do until I did it just then. I don't have to switch the switch, I think. Yeah. I remembered. Okay. Let the fire bar do fire bar things. Yeah, second try. I mean, first try every time. No. Yay. Shit. That was a small key. Okay. Right. Okay. T has a piece of art. Now we're guaranteed to not get both of the things we want, which is somewhat disappointing. Yet also unsurprising. No, no, no. Two more chests. Three more chests? Some number more chests. One more item. Compass was 3. Absolutely nothing in this awful dungeon as per usual. Okay, I think we go to Dark Death Mountain east side after this. Is there potential for the game to bait me into yet another pendant dungeon dive? 100%. I accept this. But for now, we collect another crystal and we move on. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Long live Cold Stare. Cold Stare was deleted for a small key or whatever. And crystal number 5. Fucking thing knocked me back. What a dick. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. It's this one, right? Yeah. I did it. Do 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 do. Two jacks coming in hot. The bow, yay! Ether, yay! Let's beat the game, yay! Remember, kids, you too could be playing a game called Shelter 69, which is definitely not a porn game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Where am I going? Focus! Focus, streamer! Pardon. Hitboxes in this game are so dumb. Okay. Pick up the pot, duck. Alright, I'm gonna try to do the cool speed kill. I'm gonna fail it, but... Damn. I came closer than I deserved to, honestly. Long live the Armos Knights. The Armos Knights are dead for 20 bucks. Crystal number 6. Feels like a respectable effort for someone who is not well practiced at this game. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not super skilled at the lobby, but I try my best. I go somewhat fast. Can a duck have a big key? That's a small key. Good try, though. What here? Yeah! Get me out of here. Hate this dungeon. think I needed to hit that switch. I didn't need to hit that switch, actually. Just playing. Long live Vitreous. Vitreous is dead. For a small key. And crystal number 7. There are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower. If you feel so inclined, you can type a number between 1 and 22, indicating which chest you think that Ganon's Tower big key is located in. If you are successful at guessing, I'll tell you you've done a good job. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to run ads. Of course, we do this once an hour to keep pre-rolls turned off. It's going to be 3 minutes of ads. Remember, your eyeballs are benefiting the charities. All of my Twitch revenue through this whole process, including the event next weekend, is going to be donated to charity. So, yeah, watch ads and stuff. See you in 3. I got the hook shots somewhere. Holy shit. I'm gonna wait for the ads to finish before we begin. It will cost me 1.5 minutes. Oh no. Ugh. Give me a nice little break to just like mentally before I have to execute Ganon's Tower. Okay, 4, 3, 2. I can only start moving again. Welcome back from the ads. Thanks so much for watching those. I waited for you. Number 1, small key. Number 2, $20. Number 3, $20. Number 4, $50. 5, small key. 6, 10 arrows. 7, small key. Eight, compass. Yeah, that's the right count. Damn it. I did the trick bad. I'll do it better this time. No, I won't. Just kidding. Losing more time trying to do the frickin' trick than I would have saved by doing it. Damn it! I'm committed. Time doesn't matter. God, imagine if I had, like, pressed Y at any point in any of those attempts instead of X. Oh, fuck. Whatever, get me out of this room! Number 9, $50. Map. 11, 10 arrows. 12, 10 arrows. 13, $300. Hey, I did that cool trick. Still got a couple of cool tricks up my sleeve. $14, magic mushroom. Long live the Armos Knights. The Armos Knights are dead. Again. $15, 10 arrows. 16, Rupee of Destiny. 17, $5. Now we mirror. It was a good effort, though. $18, $20. 19 small key, 20 triple bombs, 21 big key, 21. I sure don't know why I fucking hit that first switch. We're doing okay. Nice stops. You've caught us nearing the end of this Link to the Past randomizer seed. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Nice. Me. You stop shooting me. Long live the land molas again. The land molas are dead. You're the magic? Yeah. Oh shit, this room. I love it when I get to look cool. Just because I know things about the game. It's my favorite. And then we do it again. And then we go really fast. Yeah. Fire on. I swear I might actually be done with the thing now. Okay. Turns out I didn't actually need that key, but it's fine. Long live Moldorm the Second. Moldorm the Second is dead. Ten arrows. It's actually, like, no, actually I have all 4 bottles too, so there's literally nothing that could have been in that chest that would have been helpful. Alright, here we go. Boop. Two. Three. Four, 5. Long live Anaganim the Second. Anaganim the Second has perished. And now we break the rules of the game by having our duck come and carry us back to the pyramid. Alright, what's my potion situation? I got 2 reds and a green. Babe. The babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more just for shits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more in case I miscounted. And one more in case that was also bad. One. 2. 3. 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 'Must be comfy. Long live Ganon. Ganon has perished. Having to full clear Ganon's tower sealed my plus 2 hour fate. Time. I will be your friend, Triforce. Thanks for asking. Alright, fam. That is going to do it for me. When next you see me, it will be the beginning of Soul Streamathon 2025. We'll be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, November 15th, in just 8 days. We are trying to raise $200 for the ACLU. You can learn more about them at aclu.org. You can donate by scanning the QR code on the screen in the upper left-hand corner or by typing !charity in the chat, clicking on the bit.ly link that shows up. We're going to be spinning the Wheel of Randomness to decide what we are doing. We'll be switching up at least once every 2 hours. You will be able to affect that with your donations. Every $5 donation will trigger a wheel spin regardless of what we're up to. Although I may negotiate for reaching a stopping point depending on what game we're playing. That will trigger a wheel spin. We'll choose something new, random from the wheel. The wheel will not be able to choose the same thing twice. If you would like to control what we switch to, you can do that with a $25 donation, and our full game list is found at !list. Whenever the stream is live, all of the VODs from these little preview streams are over on my YouTube, youtube.com/Solia2. I don't remember if the... I think !VOD. Yeah, look at that. !VOD will get you not only the link to the channel, but the link to the playlist containing all of these streams. Thanks so much for hanging. I want to fast forward, but I don't know how. And I'm done chilling now. I'd like to look at the stats, but I don't think I cleared most of the game. Let's just leave it at that. That's gonna do it, though. Take care of your fellow humans. Reach out to that person you're thinking about right now. They'll appreciate it. Be kind. And don't forget, you are the real MVP. Good night.